Good afternoon. Hopefully I'm live. I just had a little thing pop up saying I didn't have enough bandwidth or something, but it says live in the corner, so hopefully I'm here. And welcome along to another crafty session. I try and keep these to roughly half an hour, so it doesn't eat into too much of your day. And it's always fantastic when I have people joining me live. And what else is happening? Oh, we've had a very busy weekend, and I'm going to show you one of the things that happened over the weekend shortly. And at the moment, Stampin' Up also have a special on all the kits. So up to 30% off their range of kits. They're all viewable online. So if you just hop on to stampinup.nz and have a look at the kits there. And there's also a joining special. So if you have been considering joining as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I'd love to have you on my team. And I'd love to talk to you about all that's entails and to help you get some extra product in your starter kit this month till the end of the month. There's a promotion on that as well. Right, so I'll switch around. There we go. Okay, now I just wanted to show you. So over the weekend, I got together with some crafty friends at a little event called Craftable, and I'm involved in putting that event together, and we run it 3 times per year. And it just happened to coincide with a swap that we were doing. So I finally got all of the swaps together and gave them out at that event. So here is a little glimpse of what everyone created. This one was done by Barbara, and I think it's like a double pop-up or something, because you've got this sort of front pop-up and then you've got this inside one. And she left it blank purposely, she said, so that we could choose what to make the card for, so it can be for any occasion. This one was done by Kathleen, and I believe she wanted to do an all-white card. That was her sort of idea, and I think she pulled it off spectacularly. This is an embossed leaf from the Changing Leaves bundle, and she's used the embossing folder there as well, and a little note to brighten your day inside. That's really cool. This one was by Janet, and she's used the Unbounded Beauty DSP in the background here. Such a great way to use DSP. It just makes a beautiful background for whatever you add to it. And she's used the Attention Shoppers for her decoration. And a little shopping bag inside. Very cute. This one was done by Deb, and I just love this reindeer suite. Haven't bought it yet, but it's on my list. It's a big list. Yeah, I just love this die that cuts out that little scene that you can easily build with your reindeer inside. And then she has done the emboss resist behind that. She may have even done that on some DSP by the look of it. Really cute little card. Love that. Love the colours. And this was my contribution. So this is, I don't know the name actually. There must be a name. The idea behind this one was to show off the Designer Series paper, and this one is called, here it is, Thoughtful Journey, and it's a 6x6 pack of paper, and so I've cut it so that the pattern follows all the way through. And this is actually a design by a demo in Australia called Kayla Renee, and she got it via Kylie Bertucci. So Kylie created it, Kayla cased it and made it different, and then I've cased Kayla. So this is the third iteration of this card, and so that where you write is a little pull-out on the side here. So I thought that was kind of cute. You could tuck money, a lotto ticket, a voucher, something in there instead if you wanted to, or as well. And I used the embossing folder, the Changing Leaves embossing folder for the decoration on that one. So the one I'm going to do today is different again. So it's the same fold, but I'm using the Nests of Winter DSP. So I've just, now for all of those people who are on my email list, you will get the measurements and instructions on how to make this card. So if you want to know all of the dimensions, then join that list. I'll put a link in the video afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to start off just by decorating. So on my previous one, I had the leaves embossed over here. So this time I'm using DSP. I really love this DSP and I just wanted to make a card using it all over. I'm just putting some glue, and this can go anyway. Put that on the front. Right, and then I'll do the other half of the front. So what we need to do to actually make this card appear like it will, so it fills in this space here, is to put an extra piece on the front. So that's going to go on there, and that's going to be covered with this DSP, and that is exactly the same measurements, so you don't see an edge around that. So look at the back of that, isn't that stunning? Love, love, love this paper. I love the front too. This is like wood, like birch wood with the white and the grey. Stunning. Okay, so now we're just going to put our glue on this piece here, and I won't go right to the edge because I'm going to leave a little gap all the way around. And then there should be a gap down this side as well, so I might just come a bit further over like that. Okay, so now just the next thing I think I'll do is put the paper inside. So I've got a piece for the left of the fold and a piece for on the right of the fold. Still a bit windy here today. We've been having some stormy sort of weather, and the rain seems to have stopped. It's dried up a bit, but still quite windy. Okay, so we'll just leave a little gap there so that the card can still fold, but you get this beautiful pattern continuing on, just like we did with the one here with the scene that goes right across. So you could also do this one so it had the birds, but because of what I'm doing on the front, I wanted to keep that different this time. Okay, now we're going to make our little pocket. This is a piece of, I think it's called 3-Colour Glimmer, and this is the Pretty Peacock colour. And so I'm going to be sticking this on here, and it does have a little gap around it, like so. And I'm just going to decorate the edge of it, just so that when we're pulling the little card in and out, that it's a little bit strengthened on that edge. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera a bit there. There we go. So I'm just attaching that to the edge to give it a bit more strength. And then this little piece of, what I might do is just put a thin line. I'm just going to butt it up to that cardstock. Because it's cardstock, I tried to find a piece of DSP to go there, but nothing kind of worked. So I used the grey granite, which is the same as the base. But because cardstock's a bit thicker, I'm just going to butt that up to it rather than go over it. And I left it a bit long because it was already a cut piece, and I thought I would just snip that off. You know, I stuck it down like that. Right, now I might use tear and tape, I think. So I'm going to make this into a pocket. Tape's fabulous. You just pop it on and tear it. And it's really strong. Okay, there we go. Yes, we just had a big event in the weekend called Craftable. And it was so much fun catching up with everybody and doing our projects, and had an amazing day together. It's Sunday to recover, thank goodness. Nothing planned. It's always, you know, you're sort of on your feet for a long period of time. Okay, now I've just got to make sure that I get this lined up before it sort of starts sticking, because I've put that tear and tape so I don't have wriggle room. So I've got a little edge here and a little edge top and bottom. Okay, that's on. Now I might just go ahead and make the little, so I've gone ahead and die cut a little banner piece, and this is just from the Stylish Shapes dies. I think it was Stylish Shapes. Yes, it was. So I've cut a whole one out, but actually I only want half of it, so I can use that other half for something else. And I'm just going to sandwich it in between the two layers. So this is just creating a little tab so you can either use it to hold to help pull it out, or it's just a little visual indicator that this pulls out from the pocket. If this was just sitting in there, it might get missed. Now I'm going to just do a little bit of stamping. Got to have some stamping. I've got the little, I don't know what you call that. There must be a name for that, like a spray or something of greenery. I'll just get a piece of scrap. So the idea is I'm just going to stamp that on the corner, because this piece isn't very large for writing on, so I don't want to take up too much room. You see that? Yeah, there we go, that's better. So I'm just going to do this in the corner. And I've used copper clay for that. That's one of the pieces out of the paper, and I was looking for a contrast to the grey in the pool party, and I think that works quite well. So we'll just stick that on. Okay, and then that just slides in to our pocket. Oh, quite pleased with that. Okay, now for the front, I might just crease these folds again that open. For the front decoration, I wanted to use the birds from the paper, because I've been stamping these birds and colouring them. You've probably seen me, I've been using it a bit, but I haven't actually used the ones from the DSP. So this is the piece here. And as you can see, you've got the bird with the red chest, and then you've got these double birds. And both of those have dies in the set that cut these out exactly. So that's the red one. And then this is the double one, and that's the one that we're going to use today. And I'm just simply going to put them onto a die cut circle from the Stylish Shapes dies. And I was thinking about this. I think I'm going to, what should I do? Shall I do them on dimensionals and the circle flat? Maybe I'll do that. I was going to do it the other way around, but now I'm looking at it, I think I want the dimension under the birds. So I'll use my mini dimensionals. And you can see here at the reverse of the paper. So it's the reverse of this blue one with the white sort of check diamondy pattern through it. Now I might just stick that on. Just a little bit above center, I think. Let's have a little something sticky there. I'll just try and get rid of that. Gold glue eraser. Okay. Okay, now I'm just looking at that branch there and trying to get it so that that is sort of against the edge. There we go. Cute. I love those birds. Now I'm going to stamp a sentiment, and I didn't want the whole thing, so I thought I would show you. I don't know if I've shown you this already. So it's got sending thanks and much love. And I thought I'd probably get more use if it was just sending thanks. So I've got here a piece of masking paper. So you can use the masking paper to just mask off the words that we don't want. Okay, so I've got the sticky side here. Just get rid of that bit. And I'm just going to stick it over the words that we don't want. So I just want sending thanks. So I've made it long enough that it's going to stick down onto my block. Then I'll put the ink on. And now you'll see that that piece is all inky. So I'm just going to pull that off. But now I've got no ink on the words that I didn't want. So I'll just get sending thanks. Oops. There we go. Easy as that. And that I'm going to cut out with this die here. It's a little label, and it's the same one that I used on the original card, which had thank you on it. And that label is from Greetings of the Season, and it's a set I've been using a lot. I've got one here that I've pre-cut. So with my thread, I'm going to go through the hole. And I've got the loop, and the ends, the tails go through the loop and pull it up. And then I'm going to tie a bow. On my swap, I use linen thread. This thread is gorgeous though. This is like linen thread, but it's coloured. So it's got the same feel to it, and it ties really nicely. But it comes in 3 colours. So this is the copper clay, and then it's also got Night of Navy and Garden Green. And they all coordinate with the paper. Now I might just make that tiny bit smaller. Right, and it's going to go on dimensionals. 2 big ones this time. Right, and I'll just have that slightly off the edge out there. And then I can just trim the tails. Oops. I really should get proper ribbon scissors. Stampin' Up used to do them, and I didn't buy them at the time, but I wish I had now. Okay, that's cool. I'm really liking that, and I love our little scene inside. It all coordinates really well. So the last thing to do is to put on some bling. Got to have something blingy, and I had a look through my stash, and I think, oops, I think the best match is these grey pearls. And I'm going to go for the lighter versions. So I've got my take your pick tool with my putty. I've had a few customers buy this recently, so I'll just demonstrate. I've got my putty there, and then you can just press down on one of the pearls and sort of give it a flick, and it comes off really easily. So, and then it just attaches to the paper and just comes off. And then you can reuse that putty, so that bit's still there. I'm going to grab another one, this time a big one. Do the same thing. And I'll go next to that one. So we're drawing attention to the thanks, and then we'll put another smaller one. Sometimes it doesn't work first time, but you get it second time. We'll put one up here, maybe between the birds, or on that paper. Maybe on the white. Yeah, so we've got our triangle, and we're drawing attention to the sending thanks. On my swap one, I used the beautiful gold birds and dragonflies. So that was the difference there. So 2 completely different looks, but using the same fold and using the designer series paper in a similar way by having that continuation of the pattern. So lots of ideas there. I hope that's got your creative juices flowing, and I'd love to see you do something with this when I send the measurements and things through. So thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.